it looks looking fairly good today. You know, we're just gonna head off to Gold's again, do our morning cardio, and I'm gonna keep going on the Stairmaster. You know, I'm really enjoying that just because we don't really have that in the UK. Face is nice and red still. Woke up a bit tender this morning because of the sunburn, and today is high carb day, which I've been looking forward to for a while. You know, just because, you know, my calories don't change, but everyone loves carbs, and I'm no different. And I'll catch up with you just after goal. Nice and productive morning for our cardio. Bumped into Mike O'Hearn and saw his dog. Beautiful coloured dog, you know, brown and white husky. I'd love to get one eventually. And we also saw on the way out there was a block of 5 pounds of fat, and I've seen one of those before, but you know, it's so good just to remind yourself how much 5 pounds of fat actually is. You know, people end up getting so demotivated when they see the scales moving by a pound or a couple of pounds, but 5 pounds is a massive amount. I mean, I took a photo and it's literally the same size as my head. So if you're ever getting demotivated, what I'll do is I'll edit the photo in with this now, but have a look at it and just see it's a lot of fat to lose. So just don't get demotivated by it. You know, going down on the scale is always a good thing. Doesn't matter if it's half a pound or a pound, or even if it's you know, even half a pound of weight, you know, or you know, if you go into grams, if you're weighing yourself in kilos and it's not half a kilo, it might only be a couple of 100 grams, you're still going in the right direction and you're still getting closer to your goal. So just don't give up. Thought I'd give you an inside look on what Whole Foods looks like. You know, I mean, look at all that fresh stuff. We're just shopping now for our high carb day, and once we've got that, I mean, I'm really looking forward to the high carb day, I'm not gonna lie. Lots of rice, lots of oats, and it's gonna come in handy because we're gonna be cycling for the majority of the day. We're going up to Panga Creek, I think it's called. But you know, I mean, just look, I mean, it's all really varied stuff. I mean, fresh salad here. You've got like the fresh chicken and fresh meat counter as well. You know, I'll give you a quick look at it. I mean, so it seems like Whole Foods don't actually like you filming inside. So I had a guy come up to me, security guards come up, so I had to finish filming there. But you know, you saw what I was on about. You know, it's really an amazing store with lots of choices. Everything there, you know, you've got all sorts of different choices for everything. You've got organic, you've got free range, you know, you've got everything that is a premium in the UK is a standard here, and especially within Whole Foods. So that's why I like Whole Foods so much. But you know, we got all the stuff for today. You know, I'll show you exactly what I'll be eating, not necessarily as I'm eating it, but you know, I'll unpack it and you can see it all. We're on the way now to Panga Creek, and we're gonna do some mountain biking up the big mountain up there. And did this last year. Took us about 4 hours to get all the way up and back down again. Although to be fair, we weren't going hell for leather. We were taking our time, you know, enjoying the nice view, checking all the scenery out. You know, we stopped about halfway for some food as well. We've got all our meals packed, so we've got 2 meals with us. Gonna have one as soon as we get there, and I'll show you as we're driving along some of the views, because it's quite a picturesque route that we're driving down. We're right on the seafront now, and yeah, so what I'll do is I'll show you when we get there what it looks like. I'll probably introduce you to some of the guys that work there as well, and you know, we'll have a little talk about what we'll be doing and show you the bikes as well. So I'll catch up with you then.
like a hurricane.
Kind of thing that, like, one of the good things about a vlog is, even though you're not using it, you know, as a personal thing, like, you can use that as a reference for a video. That's the best thing about it. Because you can look at it like...
What, a reference for you?
Yeah, like a memory, like a photo album. You can look back at it and like, you're like, oh yeah, you know.
That's becoming very good instrument.
Remember that stuff there,
Yeah.
trying to get some fish.
Yeah, because it's a fish market.
Actually, it didn't have any fish in it.
It's not a market. But apart from that, it's a very good market.
Yeah. I think we missed it last time. So we're here at the Topanga Creek Outpost, and I mean, just have a look at this scenery. It was brilliant driving up, driving up that road. It's a really long road, nice and high up. And if you just give us a second, we'll get some bikes. I'll introduce you to some of the guys.
Just going to do 4 hours of big cycling on to treat myself some banana bread.
Walked into the back here of the Topanga Creek Outpost, and
And
they appear to have
there is the most
blueberry
wonderful
breads,
banana bread.
that sort of bread, confectionery stuff, stars on it, and that appears to be banana bread that Chris is eating that he shouldn't be.
We're just about to do 4 hours of intense cycling. I can escape with one piece of banana bread, I reckon.
Oh, what do we think, guys? Not too sure on that one. Okay guys, we're here now at Topanga Creek. This is Chris, the owner. Just run us through what you do, how you do it, and why you do it.
So Dan and Chris are going on about a 10-mile loop into Topanga State Park. And people on a regular basis show up here and rent bikes and do this loop. It's a great way to see California. We position the shop in such a fantastic place in order for people to do stuff like this and get some exercise, burn off some energy, and enjoy Southern California.
Wicked, thanks a lot, mate.
You're welcome.
It was nice to meet you anyway. We'll head off and we'll be back in about 3 hours.
Perfect.
Thanks for that.
It's great.
Really.
Have fun, guys.
Yeah, good.
This little guy called Rover.
So here we go, babe. Look, part of the dream. LA and chickens together. Doesn't get much better than that. Yeah, so I've always said that I want to move out to LA. I've also said I want to get some chickens, but it's a bit harder in the UK. Get some fresh eggs every day. That'd be the dream, look at this place here. Just look at it. Look at the view so far. And obviously the helmet is not helping situations with the view, but we'll go with it. So it's times like these, when you're in the wilderness, that you just appreciate the little things. I mean, just look, no one else around, just us on the bikes and the beautiful scenery. Just gives you time to think about everything, what you want to do, goals, whatever you want to think about, really. I want you to remember, guys, there is no reason you should be doing the same cardio. If you enjoy going to the gym and just doing the cross trainer, treadmill, then brilliant. But every now and then it is good, just get outside, get in the fresh air, go see new places, go cycling, I mean, I'm in a completely different place, in a completely different country, doing something completely different, and it's kicking my ass. The sun's beaming on me. It's probably a lot more effective than what my body's used to. So you know, just get out there, enjoy yourselves, and just get those goals. You know, as long as you're enjoying yourself, everything is going to be sustainable. It's going to be easy to achieve your goals. You know, as long as you're thoroughly committed, you're going to do it, guys. So just don't worry about it. So I'm fairly knackered and out of breath. Just done a massive little hill bit, but this is the point that I wanted to get most, or not most, one of the most beautiful points of the whole trek. I remember seeing this last time and I was just amazed. And the reason is, I mean, if you look this way, look how rural it is. But if you look this way, now you can see the whole of LA. There it is in its beauty. See the skyscrapers mixed all with the realness of the environment here. Still gets me every time, you know, and I think just wanted to share this with you guys because it's even to me now, it's mind-blowing. And it's time for me to get back on the bike and get my lazy ass moving. Another good view, guys, look at this. You know, getting out into the open. Just look at that view. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, so we've got about halfway through, and you know, I'm feeling alright. Actually, last time I did this, I was dying, you know, so I think doing all that spins helped me out in terms of my fitness and cycling, because it's not, you know, necessarily my sport, but absolutely worth it for this sort of view here. There we have it, guys. That is Eagle Rock. I'm currently cycling whilst filming, that's why it's a bit shaky, so be prepared for any moment for me to fall off at the same time. And don't worry, if I do, you'll definitely get to see it. Made it to the top, and this is pretty much the main reason why we did this bike ride. Even though it's good cardio, you know, this is what we came up for. I mean, this is Eagle Rock, and look at the view all the way around. And behind us there seems to be some sort of like helicopter practice going on, but anyway, yeah, so this is it really. I mean, you see a lot of the famous guys, the old 70s, 80s bodybuilders, they used to come up here and pose, get their photos taken, so that's pretty much what I'm going to do now. You know, I've just come up here pretty much just to pose, just to do some work, and it appears like they're doing some sort of rescue or something. The helicopter's behind us, so you know, hopefully the sound's okay. If not, I'll have to fiddle with it. But yeah, I mean, just look at it, unbelievable. You know, it's one of those views that really makes you think about everything, you know, life, your goals, ambitions. You know, we're just gonna sit here for a little bit, have a bite to eat, you know, drink some water, and just enjoy the view, man. So we finally reached the end, about 3 hours cycling. We wasn't doing it all intense though, to be honest. We were stopping, looking at the view, looking at doing some photo opportunities and bits and bobs like that. So, you know, I mean, good 3 hours. Nice, it was a nice experience, you know, different to what I'm normally used to. But now, you know, it's back to what I'm good at most. Back to the gym.
Right, the following people have successfully overcome the grueling and absurdly difficult hills of Topanga, California. Dan Wine! Yay! Congratulations. Chris Zaremba! Yay! Congratulations.
Nice work. I'll grab a photo of you guys and push in our weekly email.
Okay, weekly email.
Big smile, show off the certificates. Nice.
All right.
Good job, guys. Good job. Cheers. Nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Is the bike ride done? You just saw the ceremony. You know, those guys there are pretty awesome. The owner, Chris, you know, spot on. Just, you know, they're just really cool people. You know, they're really laid back about it. You know, the bikes they gave us were just wicked. I mean, I don't know much about cycling and I don't really know much about bikes, but you know, what I can tell you were those bikes were very, very expensive, and you know, it was nice of them to trust us with those sorts of bikes, really, and let us off with them for a few hours. Yeah, you know, it's a really nice place. I mean, it's called Topanga Creek. So if you ever are in LA and you want to do that, head on over to Topanga Creek and go to the bike shop there and just rent a bike for a few hours. Brilliant. I'd recommend it to anyone, you know, because that view, like you saw, was absolutely amazing. I mean, at the end as well, they've got a little tradition where, well, you guys just watched it, but you know, it's little things like that where they, you know, they really make a difference. And you know, it's the little things, I think, in business that sets you apart from others. And you know, they do a lot of the little things. I'm on my diet at the moment for the competition, so I couldn't do any of the little things that they were providing. You know, they provide banana loaf for a lot of people. They had cake in the back, you know, so they don't charge for any of that. That's all just part of the service, the customer service they provide. You know, it's just, like I said, it's all those little things that make you feel welcome and you want to go back again. So hit them up, Topanga Creek. And also, here is my survival certificate, I think you could call it. So there it is. I survived the Topanga Creek hills all the way up to Eagle Rock.
Even at Gold's Gym, Saturday night's empty.
Ooh yeah, I gotta love an empty gym. Look at it. The delt workout we did was fairly intense. You know, it's full all round. You know, walked out feeling nice and pumped. On the way out, I needed to get some more protein, so we tried a new brand of protein, and I also tried the cake batter, I think it's called, cake batter protein. I added too much water to it though, so it didn't taste that nice. But tomorrow morning will be the key. It'll be the fundamental reasoning behind if that was a good purchase or not. Yeah, never add too much water to your protein. It tastes horrible that way. So my last meal of the day is chicken and rice cakes. I was supposed to have rice on my plan, but you know, it's getting late now and I just want to go to bed, to be honest with you. It's getting close now, the competition. You know, it's 10 days when I get back to the UK. And I just can't believe how quick this trip is going. You know, we've done so much already, but I just want to make sure that everything that I'm doing is 100%, you know, on point. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys good value. I want to give you good information. So if you've got anything that you'd like to see from me while I'm out here, comment below or get me on Facebook. All of those details are below as well, so you don't have to worry about searching for me. And yeah, and that's it guys. It's good night from me, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's day 5 already. I can't believe it.